witnesses are set to testify on Capitol Hill at a hearing on unidentified anomalous phenomena, or UAPs, UFOs. It's Congress's latest attempt in demanding maximum transparency from the federal government and restoring the public's trust. Those 5 key witnesses will discuss what they've seen in the skies, and that includes the massive glowing red square and unidentified object hovering over Vandenberg Air Force Base in California all the way back in 2003. Joining me now is former executive at the National Counterintelligence Office and former senior leader at Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, Luis Elizondo. Lou, welcome back, sir. Thanks for your time.
It's a privilege to be here with you this morning. Thank you.
It's been a while since you and I have talked, and it's been a while, I feel like, since we've had one of these UAP hearings. Are you expecting today to get us anywhere new or different?
Yeah, I do. I'm actually rather hopeful. I know several of the witnesses personally. I think the American people can expect greater transparency now that Congress is pushing this. And more importantly, I think we're going to learn some new things. These are, in many cases, military eyewitnesses who have actually lost jobs because they've been pretty much persecuted for coming forward and asking questions about some of the events that they witnessed. So I think this is going to be yet another step in the right direction. I applaud Congress for what they're doing. And I think the American people should be happy. This is their government in action, actually trying to get to the bottom of something that I think is a very significant national security issue.
Yeah, of this witness list, you've got a UAP journalist, you've got a couple witnesses who are U.S. Air Force veterans as well. I wanted your take on this. A source telling our D.C. correspondent, Joe Khalil, that at today's hearing, they're going to feature at least 3 videos of unknown origin, and at least one of those has never before been shared, never before been played publicly. What more do you know about that?
Well, look, there's a whole lot. We've been saying this for years. Certainly when I was part of the program in the Pentagon and afterwards when I testified, there were a treasure trove of videos that have never seen the public eye. And this is exactly what we're trying to demand through increased UAP transparency. The fact is, at this point, this is the worst kept secret that we have, and the cat's out of the bag. And I think by showing some of these videos, does a couple things. One, it highlights the fact that these are real, whatever these are and wherever they're from. And 2, the fact that these are happening all the time. This is not just one incident that occurs maybe a rising sun of Aquarius on Tuesday. These things are happening all the time with a great amount of frequency.
I wanted to play a bit of sound for you, Lou. Representative Anna Paulina Luna was on Cuomo last night, and she alluded to some weird a weird incident happening to initial whistleblower David Grush, who came forward to NewsNation, helped us, as you know, break the story wide open. Something weird happening to him while he was on his way to meet with lawmakers. Let me play this for you and get your take on the other side.
Law enforcement is involved, but in my opinion, if you are going to brandish any weapons at congressional staffers, it's very alarming, and I will leave it at that. But what I can tell you is it was very interesting in timing, and based on what we've heard previously with some of these witnesses, to include some witness testimony that you'll hear tomorrow, this is not the first documented case of this, which is incredibly important as to how do we address this in the future.
Yeah, this made news. It made headlines last night, but it was kind of cryptic. Do you know anything more about that and what she's referencing, Lou?
I do. I cannot comment on an active law enforcement investigation, but what I will say is what Congresswoman Luna is doing is absolutely correct. She is shining light on the tactics of intimidation that folks like David Grush, myself, and many other whistleblowers have had to face simply just for coming out and telling the truth. And I'll tell you what, too, I think today you might hear some little bit more about that, about other types of intimidation tactics of some of our brave men and women in uniform, and what the lengths of government will go to keep their mouth shut on this topic. I applaud Luna for what she's doing. I think she's doing exactly what needs to be done. Sometimes, they say the best antiseptic is sunlight.
Yeah. Well, we know that she and Representative Tim Burchett have just introduced the UAP Whistleblower Protection Act in hopes of having more whistleblowers come forward and not fear retaliation. Luis Elizondo, thank you so much, and we'll be checking back in after today, that's for sure.
It was my privilege. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.